Bagley.
Yes, it's me. This is short notice, but...
Yes, I'm in.
Done. Let's go.
Objective voice of objection for a most objectionable world. Hello, Bugsters. Welcome to The Bug, the comedy show that holds up the Medusa of satire to the already immovably concrete face of modern Britain. I'm Andy. I bench for a I can crack a short pipe just by looking at it. Can I? What is reality? Alice, what do you bench?
I bench body weights.
Right.
Well, not my body weight. Okay. Body weight of a baby.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to give that kind of detail. Just
very impressive. Weight. People look at me and go, where did you get that baby?
Yeah. You are listening to The Bug.
I've located an interesting potential recruit for you. They claim to have recently escaped from, and I'm paraphrasing here, an evil lab. I can't verify that, of course, but their abilities are real enough.
That's quite the CV.
Old
We should
Bailey,
recruit her.
1461
Wherever they came from, they'll be a valuable asset to the resistance. I'll set up a meeting for you. Alright, I'm flagging a new recruit for you, but you have to promise not to make a mess of your pants when you hear who it is.
Back circle button.
It seems none other than Aiden Pearce has made his way to London, and apparently he's a friend of Connie's. Is there anyone she doesn't know?
Let's bring him into the fold before he loses a limb.
I've marked a potential recruit for you, and by recruit I mean a masked madman who hacked our optic channel and started telling everyone he was in charge.
Well, I mean, I do have seniority.
Who the hell is this?
You see what I'm dealing with here? His credentials check out. Just give him something to do to get him off my arse, would you?
Control. I've lost the target. Study languages, let's find out what it actually means. Made up line, there we go. Got to clear that up. I don't think it's very entirely true.
Control.
Official polls.
Let's put out an APW.
Alice,
We're getting nowhere here.
An official poll saying that over 99.9% of children like ice cream, and I would instantly assume that all children now hate all ice cream and would prefer to eat a bucket of gravel mixed with dead badger. They could publish an official poll saying that 10 out of 10 cats prefer cat food to being whacked with a tennis racket, and I would assume that all cats have gone vegan and were queuing up outside Wimbledon meowing, choose me, choose me.
I trust these polls as much as I trust someone recommending a movie that they watched during...
Any more damage and this will be worthless.
Your judgment is impaired, Sally. I'll make my...
Gotta move faster! Glad that's off my hands.
I don't believe it. It's on an angle. You've artificially inflated it ahead of time. And anyone that falls for one deserves all the disappointment of trying to match it to reality. These polls are absolute...
Missions, main missions, L1 button, switch tab.
Rubbish, Andy. I read one the other day that said the plumbing in London was good, and it absolutely is not. I mean, well, we have this technology now where they can spy on my every bowel movement. There's a CTOS camera installed inside my underwear drawer. A media drone is scaring the birds off my garden bird feeder, and you can't get me consistently hot water.
Speaking of media drones, they're everywhere, clearly. The great thing, I guess, about media drones is that, as inanimate robots, they actually have more humanity, compassion and dignity than the human journalists we used to have to put up with, and a much more accurately calibrated moral compass. But it's the intrusion I can't stand, Alice. I'm in showbiz. Look at me here in this windowless dungeon. I'm in showbiz. And it's terrible for me with all these drones, knowing I'm being filmed. All the time, everyone just makes sure I've done my hair and makeup and not wearing clothes I've never worn before. Well, we all have crosses to bear.
At this point,
This has been compromised. Be on the lookout for a hacker. Bollocks! They must have got away.
From the bug, goodbye. From the Buccaneer, this is the...
Barrister gets arrested, operatives out of jail.
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Moving to the hostiles location. Over.
Brought to you by the Buccaneer Network. I'm Andy. Joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be
I
here.
had them.
Apparently, the resistance
Where did they go?
is not going well.
Again. Well, there has been some news about DedSec, the resistance and/or terrorist organisation deleted all of the preference, not preference.
Target is long gone. Disengage. Over and out.
Great Aunt Gladys had her appendix out. Oh, Andy, that surgeon's a real threat, waggling that knife at me, trying to knock me out. They call a scalpel and an anaesthetic, Gladys.
Auto drive now enabled.
Officials say DedSec is dead and buried. I guess we have to assume that DedSec
Auto drive now disabled.
But I do worry, Alice. I mean, sometimes I think, is there any hope? Do you still have hope?
I don't think I'm allowed to have hope. We're living in this self-selected, algorithmically designated information equivalent of a propaganda state, and every resistance that I've ever seen is weaker than the British pound. I feel like hope is an expensive thing to buy these days.
Right. I mean, is it all totally pointless? I mean, it can feel pointless, but then again, I've spent almost all of my life doing pointless things, like watching sport, thinking about sport, thinking about watching sport, learning French and hoping for a better... So we might as well carry on. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Yes, I think there is. Unfortunately, what is that light? Is it an oncoming train? Well, no, it couldn't be. Obviously, that train would be late or cancelled. Is the light at the end of the tunnel a burning effigy of the concept of hope? quite possibly. Is it the soul of Sky Larson imploding into its own vacuum? May well be that. Is it the ego of Nigel Cass that is now so big that it's sucked all the light in the universe into itself? I think that it is most likely is that. But
Auto drive now disabled.
This will never die. And one day we will again be free. Free from these technological chains, free to choose our own future, free to live our own lives, free to waste our time.
For fuck's sake, they make drones this powerful.
Erin Quinn, she tutted audibly at the sight of an Albion vehicle in the street yesterday. She says she prefers pigeons to balloon drones. I mean, come on, seriously, when did a drone go crap on your fitness? And what's more, look, I've no idea if this is true or not, but I have it on very good authority, so please write this down. There is not one, but two unlicensed fallopian tubes, whatever they are. But they sound dodgy.
If I had a crypto for every time someone had reported my fallopian tubes, I'd have 3. Sure, it converts to about 120,000 great British pounds of the old money.
We'll report back in the next episode about whether or not we've been arrested and interned. I mean, I love this system, Alice. I mean, no more awkward, rumbling resentments with your neighbours, your colleagues, or what the heck, in for a penny, your family. You just dock them in and be done with it. But it's a good back fight. I mean, they're definitely a family.
Honestly, I like the idea of having a legal expert on retainer.
Ironically, running an illegal resistance group would be easier if we had someone to consult for legal advice.
You appear to be someone interested in helping London.
Are you with DedSec? If you are, I could use your help.
We'll see. What's the problem?
A good mate of mine went missing. No one's seen them, and I can't get hold of them.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Look, I hate to say it, but my friend has got this habit of bringing out the worst in people. They might have got themselves into some serious trouble.
We'll find them.
Data is safe and serves. What? Why worry if you have nothing?
No one needs to get hurt. Just give yourself up.
Is this actually free?
Uh-huh. Yep.
That's crazy.
The mix from A. Ashgar to P. Donelson. Subject Ray. Certificate of Naturalization. Donelson. What the hell is this? There are gadgets. Infiltrator Spiderbit. A stealth-based Spiderbit capable of performing non-lethal takedowns. Square button view deck menu. Right stick rotate. Circle button back. Megan Gleason, construction worker. Listed #1 handyman of the year. Uniformed access. Construction sites. Cargo drone. Drone summon. Wrench. Heavy melee weapon. Nail gun. Unique weapon. Weapons. Nail gun. LTL 68P gadget. Infiltrator Spiderbit. Cross button edit. L1 button switch tab left. R1 button switch tab right. Triangle button show on map. Circle button back.
This coins. The fun of doing a heads or tails best of 5 to see if you had to go to the gym and then best of 7, and best of 9, and then continue on that. Now with crypto, all the romance has gone out. Heads and tails.
I missed romance, Daniel. Not just a hope that your new partner isn't good enough at hacking to find out all the information the government.
You've arrived at our contact's former employer, and aside from some heavily armed security guards, it's basically a ghost town.
Interesting.
I don't think this replacement is on site. Dig around and see if you can figure out where they are.
Wait, what was that?
Result in extreme measures. Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest.
Where's our target?
You're activated. Don't get killed.
Okay. Just remember your training.
What are you looking at?
So what madness is this? Fuck that.
Recruit Nicholas Clark. Investigate their replacement. Triangle button details. Square button and track. L1 button switch tab left. R1 button switch tab right. L2 view video and R2 button zoom. Triangle button details. Cross button set waypoint. Circle button back.
Fuck, shit, bollocks.
I don't want to go.
Everything we fought for bridges. Turn around and exit the area right now. We're on.
No, no, please!
If an Albion guard requests to see something on your person, secure it immediately. Failure to do so is a crime.
Better than you deserve.
Stop what you're doing!
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location. Monitoring for unusual activity.
into that early mindset. It was
Negative.
all about
No visual
finding an
of the suspect.
alternative to centralised systems. It was kind of a countercultural punk ethos. The whole point of the distributed ledger is you're not trusting any one person to keep a track of who has what money or
Search
how they're
units
spending it.
disengage.
It's
This
all
search is
out there in the
pointless.
open for anyone to see, and yet you can remain...
Albie's looking for good candidates. Come see me for
You could do your corporate espionage from there.
check your doors and corners.
Target has been located.
Your teammate has sought out new accommodations in an Albion holding. So, have London rents really gotten that bad?
Let's not make the same mistakes they did then.
Electrofist, equipped an electrostatic punch that can knock out an opponent in a single blow. Square button view deck menu, circle button back.
Hello, resistors. This is the bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in a vacuum of today's Britain.
French, unavailable. Your future husband, known affiliations. Dead 6 San Francisco. Summon Sergey. Summon custom drone. Ninja balls. Mini LTL flashbangs. Lady smash. A big hammer. SMG and LTL APGL. Unique weapon arsenal. Weapons. Princess Rat Tat Tat. Captain Boom Boom. Gadget. Infiltrator Spider-Man. Cross button edit. L1 button switch tab left. R1 button switch tab right. Circle button back.
What do I actually think?
Optic is so secure, Andy. It's more secure than a teenage girl reading a women's magazine. It's more secure than a comedian with a drinking problem. It's more secure than a young man who's just got his first motorcycle license.
Finally, before we go over today, bug off.
What the hell is going on over there? You're supposed to contain such fuck-ups. How can we have a drone collision in the middle of the city? You know, a person died, right? Hit by flying debris. How can we have press there prior to any cleanup team? And now we've got a bloody scandal. Not only shouldn't any such event ever happen, but even if it did, it must be contained. I have to send one of my teams now to clean the area, silence the press, and be on the lookout for over-talkative witnesses. All this effort is avoidable. That's why Cato exists. I don't want anything like this.
You could do your corporate espionage from there.
Sending you the data.
Copy that. I'll analyze the company records while you get to safety.
Bagley, what have we got?
Well, I found our prospect's replacement. It's an AI. And a pretty shoddy one at that. Nowhere near as smart as me. It could maybe replace a few million humans at most.
Fucking hell.
Oh, right. I suppose from your perspective that's a lot. If you like, we can go destroy it before it puts anyone else out of work.
Okay, excellent. Send me the coordinates.
And the headline today, Alice, our borders are safe. We can all sleep easy in our well-bordered...
Let's see, Andy, I would normally be outraged about this, but really, I think mass deportation is a very handy way to break up with a partner.
Fucking hell! Combat zones on me!
But an anonymous source has reported you for snoring really loudly in the French way.
So, everyone out. No exceptions, Alice, not even you. It's for the good of the country. Everyone out. Unless you can prove that you're...
Shit. That's gonna be hard to explain.
No, Andy, I didn't hear that one.
Boom. Set up, punchline. Classic. For those who
A highway for ghosts.
What I mean. Right. Okay, asshole. You think you can stop me? Ah, shit. Don't mind me. I am on my credit. Shit. Okay, let me in.
Citizens, if you see something, say something. We are here to protect you. People of London, all illegal activities will be prosecuted. Albion's authority keeps civilians safe.
This can't be normal.
Do not hesitate to report a crime. Your safety, Albion drones are listed as you are. Protest rallies are not permitted. Gatherings of more than 5 units is a crime. Those who do not obey Albion orders are subject to arrest. Disturbance detected. Beginning investigation. Assemblies of over 5 units will be disbanded.
What is this?
We've just hijacked a feed from an Albion prison flight. Seems these poor sods are being renditioned out the country for extreme insubordination.
Why?
I know, right? Why not just fire them? All I can tell you is that these people are off to summer school in the Seychelles for re-education.
This is Connor 12. George has full control of the plane. Connor 12, stand by. We're getting some weird readings with your onboard data. Understood. Delta 39 pass. There's somebody else in the system.
Right, here we are. These prisoners were detained for attempting to reveal operations intelligence to external agents. Whistleblowers. Perhaps they even tried to contact DedSec. Luckily, you can reroute the plane.
Good thing.
Delta 39 heavy. Requesting immediate assistance.
Rerouting plane.
Plane should be landing in a few hours. I've contacted the local authorities who are less than pleased with Albion. Seems they think of human rights as rights and not legal obstacles. These Albion defectors will be welcome.
Thanks, Bags.
Neutralizing hostile target. Target is gone. Searching.
Nothing here.
Searching for target.
Let's keep our eyes peeled. Drone, hold here and enter guard mode.
Current position.
Something over there? Holy! I want that spider locked down! Shit!
You see something? Say something. Receiving the drone. Reminder, it is illegal to participate in gatherings of more than 5 people.
Talk about empowering my abilities. That's wicked.
Citizens, if you see something, say something. We are here to protect you. Protest rallies are not permitted.
Nothing to report.
What's happening? I need cover!
Engaging target.
I'm going to have a look. They went that way. Find them.
Let's fan out. Be quick about it. Drone, full sweep of the area.
Continuing the search. Fucker could be anywhere. Currently searching the ground. Target remains undetected.
Any sign of the target?
Covering from here! Hostile target.
Gabrielisa, tattoo artist, killed Gators Sample, MP5 silenced, unique weapon, light step, improved stealth, top down key, top down stiletto, weapons, MP5 silenced, LTL 68P gadget, infiltrator spiderbait, cross magnetic, L1 button switch tab left, R1 button switch tab right, triangle button show on map, circle button back.
Target now. Drone, enter search protocol.
Searching for target. Searching for suspect. Searching for target. Searching for suspect.
Nothing to report. Check it elsewhere. Why?
Possible, and because that meant money in their pocket. And in order to do that, a couple of things happened. One was the use of manipulative techniques around behavioral economics, things that would just keep you scrolling.
You fascists! Can't automate a personal touch. Criminal!
Hey, answer me this question. Do you feel safe? Do you feel protected? 'Cause I don't feel fucking safe. Instead, I feel like a bloody criminal. Don't you? I mean, look around you.
There is no way, Mark.
Now we're
Stop bear talent right there.
Hey, answer me this question. Do you feel safe? Do you feel protected? 'Cause I don't
Search the
Found us a protest leader. Might be a good fit for DedSec. Get the people listening.
times, the drones, the ID checks, the cameras everywhere. They're treated like suspects that they need to control, that they need to scrutinise. As if we're the ones putting London at risk. Instead of us shooting this gonna help them find the terrorists that killed my friends. How about listening into my conversations? Will that help? It fucking will.
Current location, L1 buttons. Disrupt. Disrupt propaganda, L1 button. Switch tab left, R1. Disrupt propaganda, L1 buttons.
Far-right media outlets developing and then left-wing media outlets developing to combat those and kind of challenge the mainstream newspapers, TV stations, radios, and make sure people were questioning the validity and truth of the information they were receiving. So
Recruit Nicholas Clark. Destroy the eye blueprint. Triangle button details. Square button interact. L1 button switch tab left. R1 button switch tab right. L2 view video and R2 button zoom. Triangle button details. Cross button set waypoint. Circle button back.
Whereas now, I think you're seeing a return to a more traditional and older pre-digital research. Actually, people just trusting what they're told, and that's why we have to be here with radio stations like this to challenge those conceptions. Most citizens feel pretty hopeless, I think, and unable to fight back against these kind of huge mainstream corporations that simply entrench and support the ideals and ideologies of the state. It can seem very hopeless indeed, but I think, the fact that you're out there listening, we're here talking, shows that there is still a space to combat these false truths and disinformation that's being sold to us.
Fuck you! I've had it!
Little flying knocks.
Shite. That stirred the hornet's nest. I suppose I've got to get used to being on the run.
Until you lose them, yes.
Helpful, isn't he?
Understood, Control. Awaiting further instruction. Over. All units, force this suspect to stop.
Suspect is hit! Shit! I'll have a look. Going in for a look. Search at any time. They need to do so.
I'm in pursuit of the target.
Checking it out.
Negative. No sign of the target yet.
That could hurt someone.
Nothing out of the ordinary here. Keep your eyes open.
Right, I'm putting a stop to this. Units fall back. Over.
Is here for protection. Your safety comes first.
As a patrol, notify.
If I'd wanted to be harassed by an annoying
Patrol, PTA. Stand by.
Television sets. They don't even necessarily need to be super smart television sets. Data's collected from voter records. It's collected from...
Make sure there's room at the processing.
Or services being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then you're the product being sold.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in technology. Senior academic Alfie tells us how big business repurposes big data.
That people have traded their privacy for their convenience. As smartphones and other kinds of technology came in and became mass consumed, mass used items and technological objects, gradually people were so attracted to the affordances of these technologies that privacy kind of retreated into the background and into a state we've got now where it's essentially...
The job-killing AI's code blueprint has been packed up into a crate on site.
Time for a bit of distraction.
and not just in the office.
There it is. Time to do your destroying other people's property thing. AI successfully murdered. Now get us, baby, and I'll send our friend the good news. Your friend's just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't... cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
I can take care of this. Just send me the details. We found your replacement, but... Did you know they were an AI? It seems any job can be considered redundant now.
Say again.
The AI company was going to replace your entire industry.
Injured and
Others would have
hospitalized
probably
via
followed.
and
But DedSec put a stop to
Desert
it.
Eagle plus G36 weapon
People like
arsenal,
us
gun
with particular
cotton,
skills.
instant gun
We have a
top
responsibility.
down, combat
You should
role,
join DedSec.
evasive dodge,
All right, mate.
scavenger.
I'm in.
This area is under surveillance.
Disabling or otherwise interfering with CCTV cameras within the centre is prohibited and punishable by law.
A reminder, the more information on the work that Albion is currently doing to stop terrorism-related events can be found on our website.
Outfits, right stick rotate, R3 button toggle close, L1 button switch tab left, R1 button switch tab right, cross button select, back circle button.
Yeah, no, I know. Yep.
Citizens, if you see something, say something. We are here to protect you. Investigating disturbance.
Team
Your comrade is now taking an Albion-mandated timeout. You're up.
Bloody mercs. All right, let's finish the mission. I'm counting on you.
CW out. The suspect is fled.
Oh, I can't handle this.
Tech gadgets. Infiltrator Spider-Bit acquired a stealth-based Spider-Bit capable of performing non-lethal takedowns. Locked adds double jump and sprint capabilities. Locked adds a cloak that can be manually activated. Tech points 20. Cross button by upgrade. L1 button switch tab left. R1 button switch tab right. Circle button back.
Services are operating for your safety.
Team Nicholas Clark, developer, recruited by Operative Pamela Dimitriou, Crypto Skimmer, Hacks Steel Edo, Weapons, LTL-68P Gadget, Infiltrator Spider-Bit, Cross button edit, L1 button switch tab left, R1 button switch tab right, Triangle button show on map, Circle button back.
You belong in the Resistance. I can tell.
Oh, you're with DedSec. Oh, that's brill. I actually need your help with something.
We'll do what we can. What's the matter?
My friend's got this rare blood disorder, and with the NHS and the state it's in, he hasn't been able to get proper treatment in months. A Clan Kelly doctor said they'd help for a price. What else could I do? I paid.
Go on.
The drugs worked. We were so relieved, but then everything went downhill. You see, these drugs are actually addictive. My friend became dependent, and then the doctor decided to increase the price. Now we don't know what to do.
What a fucking lowlife. Don't worry. DedSec will get your friend their drugs.
Recruit. Recruit Mina. Talk to Mina. Triangle button details. Square button track. L1 button switch tab left. R1 button switch tab right.
What is going on?
Is that any way to greet your new boss? I'm fucking with you, come on. Everyone knows DedSec doesn't have bosses. Think of me more as a cool older brother that you occasionally have naughty thoughts about.
I don't like this. I really don't.
Hey, I'm just a boy, standing in front of a resistance group, asking them to let me beat up some dudes with a sledgehammer for them. Is that so wrong? Is it?
Shit. All right, let's do it.
Fuck yeah. See you out there, you, whatever your name is.
Great Britain thrives because we work together.
So, I hear you've been trying to reach DedSec.
I know who you are. You can hide in plain sight from most people. But most people don't know what to look for.
There's strength in numbers, you know. You should join DedSec.
Look, I've never really been into team sports, but I'm gonna be here for a while. And the truth is, I like your bartender. I used to help her out on a sort of contract basis. I could do the same for you. If you want.
Excellent.
Hoped you'd say that. See you in the field. Say hi to Connie for me.
Please tell me you're from DedSec. If you don't tell me you're from DedSec, I think I might actually be crazy.
I'm DedSec.
Oh, thank God. I barely got out of that horrible place, and then I got contacted by a Bagley. But it was being really rude, and yeah, it just didn't seem real. But it is real, isn't it?
Just tell me what's going on. Maybe we can help.
Well, I don't know, like, everything's fuzzy. Like, I just need a while to get my head right. The rude Bagley said you had a safe house I could use. I'll help you out in the meantime.
Welcome aboard.
You joining us is totally awesome. Welcome to DedSec.
Banging! I'm gassed. When do we start bashing heads in?
Brilliant.
Due to heightened criminal activity,
My mind to yours. Thanks for letting me in.
This is bad.
All yours now.
Excuse me, you want to get out of my fucking face right now?
Darcy Clarkson, unavailable, assassin, has monitored DedSec activity from outside.
Back off, mate.
Team.
That's incredible!
Missions. L1 button switch tab left. R1 button switch tab right. Cross button and track. Directional button spread slash
If you think this is
next
good for your morale,
category.
I'm not going to judge it.
Circle
Out loud.
button back.
Now, where did you go off to?
I want that inspected. Lock it down. Bloody hell!
Right, let's spread out and look.
Lock that down so we can have a look.
Doing a sweep of the premises.
Someone's fucking around.
So lots of predictive technologies which are implemented by these tech giants. It's not only interested in knowing what we're going to do, but influencing the patterns of our movement. So technologies might suggest routes to use in the city, places
Auto drive
to go,
now
restaurants
enabled.
to go to, cafes to go to, music to listen to. And these suggestions are not just predicting what we might like to do, they're actually influencing the way citizens
Digital device. L1 button switch tab left. R1 button switch tab right. L2 BUTCON R2 button 2. Cross button set waypoint. Circle button back.
control the movements of individuals and orchestrate the way they move around the city and the way they essentially live, the things they do, the things they enjoy and the life they lead. So we're really kind of outsourcing our...
Ah, now we're talking. We could use someone in medicine, given all them clashes we get into.
It's better than watching tutorials on how to suture your own wounds.
I'm busy there. Piss off. Can I help you?
That is disgusting.
A little personal space, please.
fuck shit.